What's going on, y'all? Back with another video. In this video, this lady talking about my husband told me I was a bare minimum wife and mother, quote unquote. So without further ado, let's jump into this shit because I ain't watched this video. I'm gonna watch this shit with you guys, man.
A couple years ago, my husband told me that I was a bare minimum wife and mother. This obviously upset me. I felt like I was doing everything. I was raised by a mother who contracted out raising us, worked full-time, and our coaches, teachers, the heavy lifting of raising us. So as a stay-at-home mom who makes home-cooked meals every night with her children from sun up to sundown, eyes open to eyes closed every single day, what do you mean I'm bare minimum? So I took this very personally because he didn't really elaborate. Started doing all this extra stuff like making butter, making pasta from scratch, doing all this extra stuff. Now I'm in his face like, who's bare minimum now? Who's bare minimum me? It was still me. I was still bare minimum because it wasn't my culinary skills that he was talking about. He wasn't looking for handmade pasta. He was looking for a wife and a mother who did her job and did it without an attitude. Saw her children as a blessing rather than a burden. Brought peace and comfort and light to the home. But I was so angry with his honesty that instead of taking a second to consider that maybe I was bare minimum, sis, you can do all the work in the world, but if your attitude is stinking up your home, it's gonna be your legacy. That's gonna be all that's remembered. And most of the time, the problem is we just need to slow down. Now, this is something that I'm still working on, still working through. And recently, it was something that I needed to be reminded of. Cooking, cleaning, feeding your family is the easy part. But what attitude you do it with is gonna be what's remembered. Working way too hard, don't tarnish your legacy. 30 years from now, your children and your husband won't look back and remember that delicious butter. They'll remember overstimulated, touched out mother who screamed the whole time she made the butter. Turned her back on her husband at the end of the night because she was so tired from churning her own butter.
Yeah, you can do all the things, but if your attitude is stinking, all that shit don't matter, man. Let me give you guys an example, right? I come home with a bouquet of flower from my wife. Seems so sweet. Oh my God, and some chocolates and, a couple of handbags and shit. You guys gonna be like, oh my God, he's so sweet. I wish I had that. You don't know how my attitude, was when I handed that shit to her. Imagine me coming home with a bouquet of flower and smack my wife with a bouquet of flower in her face and be like, take this. You like flowers, right? I hope so. Hey, but I bought her a bouquet of flower. That's sweet, right? That's what she's talking about. I can do everything as a woman supposed to do, taking care of the kids, cooking from scratch. But if your attitude is garbage, that means ain't nobody enjoying everything you're doing for them. No, it's a toxic environment. The energy is, not right in the house. And what's the point? You might as well just, sit your ass down and don't do it. Nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I 100% agree with this woman. If you're gonna do something, man, don't be like, oh my God, doing shit. But then don't do it, man. It's not for you. What you think about the example I just used, though? Coming home with a bouquet of flower and smacking my wife across her face. Is that still sweet? No. It's not. Or coming home with a bouquet of flower and fucking toss it, on the floor, like pick it up. Yeah, enjoy your flowers. I'm out.